I will not repeat this enough. In my own personal experience, YouTube has been a massively helpful tool to continue to grow my business, even at the six-figure level that I have achieved. The more than sustainable interest that I have, YouTube is still very much worth investing my time and energy in. Over the past about 10 months of monetization on YouTube, I've made about $10,000. This is how. Hey, I'm Carrie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the very first time. All around, welcome. I'm Carrieblogger, a career freelancer on Fiverr.com, where I've been selling as a Fiverr Pro verified copywriter for about the past 8 years. And in today's Freelance Friday video, I'm really excited to be sharing a little bit of a look inside my personal strategy for using YouTube as a tool for building and continuing to scale my freelance business. Whether you're just interested in seeing a little behind the scenes of how much I get paid for doing YouTube, how it influences my business, or if you're looking for specific actionable tips for how to build a YouTube channel on your own and use it as a really powerful tool to leverage business growth as a freelancer, this video is for you. But before we can get into that, I have to announce this week's Blogger of the Week. If you want to be the Blogger of the Week, just like July Fit, all you have to do is drop a comment down below and you might get picked, and you don't even have to be a blogger to be the Blogger of the Week. So like I said, I want to be as super transparent as possible with this. So to start, whether you are new to my channel or missed the whole intro, I'm going to give a quick little background into my copywriting career stats and then also my YouTube stats. So I started on Fiverr in 2013. I am a copywriter specializing in website content, product descriptions, email campaigns, and blogs and articles. And as a Fiverr Pro seller, I'm also a top rated seller. So I'm literally in the top 1% of the platform, and really proud of my progress of what I've made there. In total, since 2013, I've completed 10,800 orders, plus more than that even, and I've earned about $515,000 in total. Last year, I made $125,000, and I should be pretty much on track to make about the same again this year. With YouTube, I started in 2019, so it's been about a year and a half-ish. I have posted more than 200 videos now, and I have more than 5,000 subscribers, which woohoo, that's so exciting. And over the past about 10 months of monetization on YouTube, I've made about $10,000. So for me, there are two really big defining goals that I have with my channel, and I recommend that other freelancers use to kind of frame and set up their channel. The first is to attract new clients. Obviously, that is a really big plus for me. I would like to increase my visibility and get more clients to engage with me and ultimately decide to work with me as a result of watching some videos on my YouTube channel. And then the second value point, or monetization goal, is to help others and teach others. Obviously, this is free content here. If you're watching an ad, that's you technically paying in your time for access to this content, but it's completely free. Down the road, I could potentially start monetizing more with, selling consulting or courses or resources. I do have a course on Fiverr Learn. If you're interested in that, there is a link to that description down below. It's a short mini course. It's not very expensive, so definitely check that out if you're interested. And I do offer one-on-one business consulting on Fiverr for freelancers who are really serious about wanting an expert advice about how to improve their specific situation rather than just general advice. But again, those are just the two general side goals of how this channel can potentially help me monetize and be worth my time. I ideally try to create content that crosses both of those audiences. I want it to be relevant and worth watching for more than just one group. So ultimately, when you're posting the content, whether that be on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, on your own blog, literally wherever, I like to start kind of from the back end and work my way forward in the kind of content that I decide to post. So first, I recommend defining your monetization goals. How are you going to be paid for this? How is your time going to be rewarded here? Then you're going to want to match that with the right audience who is going to be paying for the monetization, whether that's literally just AdSense revenue, you're trying to get as many eyeballs on it as possible. Potentially you're trying to sell courses. You need to be attracting that audience, or potentially you're attracting clients. How is that going to work with them? And then you're going to plan what they actually want to watch. 1, 2, 3, ding, ding, ding. That's it. I'm going to quickly jet through some of the general really important benefits that I think YouTube offers for my own career and definitely can offer you if you are a freelancer who's trying to build out your presence on different social platforms. There's a lot of benefits that are more than just literally the paycheck that you're giving to yourself. Number one for me is creative fulfillment. I absolutely really enjoy this YouTube channel, and I'm talking about things that I'm passionate about talking about. It's fully for me, although technically it's like for you, yeah. But it's really easy to get burned out when you're using your creative talents only for paid projects with clients. And so creating this for myself has been a really nice self-driven project, and that creative fulfillment genuinely is not to be overlooked. The second big benefit is creating an expert presence for yourself. So I personally have all of my, it's basically just YouTube, social accounts, and my website and Fiverr, everything like that is all linked under Carrieblogger. Carrieblogger.com is like the hub for all of it. And so the more professional presence that you have off platform across different places is going to create more searchable content for you when people search up your name or the name of your business. It's also going to create more of a unified brand that is more relevant and memorable. Number 3, massive, is to increase trust. And some of that is implicit and some of that is explicit. As an example for me on this channel, I would say implicitly, people know that I am who I say I am. There is absolutely no question if I'm really a native English speaker. I speak with a West Coast American accent. I clearly have command of the language, even though I sound like an idiot sometimes. Then there's also explicit trust that I can build by showing samples. I am showing a real example of what I do. I'm showing an insight into my work process. All of that is a really powerful way to cement my niche expertise. Number 4, hey, another thing you can cement is your personality. I think that as a freelancer, you are the product. And if not the product, then you are the process. My video quality, I try really hard with, making it as good as I can with the setup that I have because I want to signal professionalism here. I also just talk like my genuine normal self because I want to seem friendly and approachable. I also want clients and even potentially people that I might network with later in the future to realize that I'm very accountable, I'm very organized. That comes through in posting every single Friday at the same exact time. With my silly little bits of video editing that I throw in here, I want to show that creativity and like hands-on engagement to make something fun. All of those things wrap up pretty subliminally, I guess I would say, into what my YouTube strategy is and how I want that to really link up with and support my freelance business as a whole. So whatever other social platform you have, it's all part of your personal brand as a freelancer, and it should all really, really cohesively be transparently and authentically you. Benefit number 5, I'd say, is to clarify expectations. By revealing your process and your workflow, you can demystify what you do a little bit. And number 6, a massive one, is to convert sales. Like I said, this is for you guys. It's for me inherently creatively, but it's also to get sales. That's an amazing benefit. And I do that both implicitly and explicitly. Explicitly, you'll hear me a couple times say, if you want to work with me, you can find me on Fiverr, or saying you should go check out the link in my description for that Fiverr Learn course, because you should. But most of it's implicit. I'm not a big salesy person. And I'm also driving a lot of traffic from my Fiverr messages over to YouTube because I use it as a portfolio for myself. Like I said, because it increases trust, it shows who I am, it shows what I do, all of those portfolio things are worth sharing. So if you, as a freelancer, don't potentially have a large audience that you're drawing from wherever over to YouTube, those people aren't doing their due diligence to decide if they want to work with you or not, then you are going to be needing to do more of the explicit selling and kind of flip the script a little bit on that. Personally, I hate selling, and I want to do it as little as possible. And then the biggest obvious benefit is monetization. Like I said, we all want to do things because we like them and because it helps other people and altruism and all that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, your time is valuable, your expertise is valuable, and anyone who is creating content, again, that is free on YouTube should be paid, not necessarily by you. Like I said, this is still free to watch, but monetization is still definitely worth pursuing. And last but not least, just to be super transparent with you so that you can see kind of what to expect, even with a small channel, I would say my channel is super small still with only 5,000 subscribers, what monetization looks like, what you can expect, aside from all those other benefits that I've already outlined. So we'll start with the smallest chunk of the pie here. We've got merch sales. I've sold about, we'll say $30 of merch money coming in from me. So if you want to help me out, go buy a shirt, buying for freelancers. Over the past 10 months, my Amazon affiliate links have earned about $300. I don't push these very hard, and I could be much more active about doing so and using them more strategically. I just include a couple links in the description for some of my favorite work at home projects. products is what I meant to say. My AdSense revenue is also from 10 months because that's how long I've been in the YouTube Partner Program. My Fiverr affiliate commission and my course on Fiverr Learn, I've kind of lumped together just because of how the payments work, along with my Fiverr affiliate links, which are also in the description below. That has earned me about $1,700, again, in like the past 10 months. And all of that, half of the pie, is what I would consider passive income. Again, as I mentioned in previous videos, it's not passive to be creating this content, to be filming and scripting and editing and keeping up with comments. Like, all of this is work. Let's get that out of the way. But this income is passive once the video has been uploaded. The biggest chunk, which I know I'm underquoting, but I wanted to give the absolute like most, whatever that word is, conservative estimate, is about $6,000 in Fiverr sales. I've only been counting this for the past couple months when I knew that I was going to be planning this webinar, which is now turning into this mini video summary. And I also only counted the people who either explicitly told me that they found me on YouTube or that they decided to work with me because of YouTube. I'm sure that many other people that factored into their decision or it helped in some way, but again, this about $6,000-ish in Fiverr sales is just explicitly 100% people credit YouTube to the reason they decided to work with me. So even though YouTube doesn't pay me that $200 an hour rate that I would like to see for myself, I see a lot of potential in it, and there are a lot of non-directly monetizable benefits that I outlined that really make it worth it to me. And again, I want to turn this around to you. I think it's incredibly valuable as an opportunity for you as well. So that's all I've got for you today. I do have more information that I can pull out from the webinar that I put together about YouTube growth strategies if you're interested in that. I'm not sure how much my audience is genuinely interested in the YouTube side of things, but again, as a freelancer, I think the more you can build, the more you have control over the audience that you're seeing and the persona that you're putting out into the world, the better. Consider if you're trying to build a sustainable business that gets better conversions and attracts the kind of clients, high-paying clients that you want to work with, YouTube might be in your future. And you know what? I will happily subscribe to your channel. Thanks again for watching. If you're still here, you know that you're my actual hero. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, you are worth so much more than your workload. You really, really are. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. And let's get back to work.